So essentially, I went on a very, very, very lengthy investigation with regards to this particular item. But this one single item ruined my evening last night. Alright, I'm talking about this. This one item. So essentially what was going on, or technically I could blame chat as well. Because I was showcasing my Laevatain guide to you guys, right? I was showcasing my Laevatain guide, or rather the Laevatain build, right? Because I was running Laevatain. Because chat was asking like, yo, what's your build for Laevatain? So I showed my guide, right? So chat started asking me, wait, why are you not using this build instead? Prywin has this as 100%, right? So why are you not using this build? And that got me cooking, right? That got me cooking really, really long. Because I have went ahead and tried to run Link Slap on Laevatain. And the whole purpose of even running Link Slap in that very first place, right, is because you get this thing called, wait, does it show? Right. You get this thing called 20.7% main attribute buff. Which means, even though Link Slap itself, it has like very little intellect and no strength, which is what Laevatain scales off of, this 20.7% main attribute buff should technically make it such that your Laevatain will have a higher attack than not running Link Slap, right? So this is my stats that I'm gonna be cooking up with the old Tide for. So it makes sense, right? Because, 20% main stat buff, that is a lot of main stats, right? So I went and tried out. So look at this, right? This is 3736. This is blah, blah, blah. Now, unfortunately, you literally have lesser attack with Link Slap. So the literal only purpose of running Link Slap to give you more attack, you don't have enough attack. And I was like, okay, there's no way this actually holds up. Like, something is missing here, right? Something is missing here. Because I don't believe in just that, oh, things are just what it seems. So after cross-referencing this thingy from my little checks over here, I also went ahead to practice my rotations against level 90 Radan for 1 hour straight. Because I wanted to get as close to the same, the same rotations between both of them to have a fair comparison. So this took me, I don't even know how long this took me, bro. So this took me a insane amount of time to get through, right? Okay, this was the closest I got, but essentially I didn't have my ultimate for Akikui, which is irrelevant because I'm not going to use ultimates for anyone, right? The only thing I care about is to use my Link's ultimate, right? I will not use any of the other ultimates, at least for like this first portion, right? But then I was thinking like, okay, it's a little bit hard to intentionally not use the other ultimates because it actually affects your combinations. So for example, Wolfguard's ultimate gives you combustion, which gives you a free combo skill. So I just thought, okay, I will just do whatever I can between both runs at the same time while trying to do the same things at each point of time itself. So you can see almost throughout the entire video, right? You will notice that their HP and like the ones where my skill point is getting used is almost the same. And this took me so many tries to get to like, as close of a benchmark as possible, right? Essentially, the thing with the Link set, right, is that if you fast forward all the way towards, you guys don't just still holding, but if you fast forward all the way towards the end over here, this is what will happen if you are a normal player, right? If you are a usual player, right? Because of the lack of the ultimate gain you are getting from Tidefall, eventually when the battle goes on long enough, you will notice that your ultimate will be an entire enhanced skill faster than the one without Tidefall. That is what will happen eventually if you play as a normal player, right? So after coming to the conclusion that I have lesser attack, I have slower ultimates. Granted, the little hate space, right? Like this piece over here, it technically gives you a little bit of the heat damage, right? Hold up. Like this piece by right will give you heat damage. So it's a little bit more, right? It's a little bit more. But eventually my final round kind of ended where I finished up Rodan. Because of this earlier ultimate and my Link slab is still like waiting like a homeless child, right? Waiting for the Christmas present. So we're still waiting for ultimate. And meanwhile, he's already done here. So the time it took for me to finish off Rodan with this ultimate, I would have finally then gotten my Link's ultimate at this point. So the rest of the battle is just me activating my ultimate and I just kind of go in. And to kind of summarize, the whole thing was around a 30-second slower clear for Links. So I was literally about to, okay, you know what? Job well done, MrPokke. Alright, I also checked out Billy just to kind of make sure that I was not talking out my ass. And I checked out with our Arknights admin expert elitist 0 cycles, right? I was about to kind of wrap it up. But wait, there's more. So after this thing about, which honestly, it was like, wow, crazy traction. There is an update to this. So basically, I got a phone call directly with Mr. Brightwind. Yep, the man's behind Brightwind as basically the theory crafter, right? And I actually learned some very interesting things. And okay, all these things, we're not posting them to the main channel because I already have a video prepared for the main channel, right? The video is gonna come out like anytime now, right? Once Eru is done with video, it's gonna go out, right? So I actually called with the TCs from Brightwind. It was a very nice call because after because look at this, I posted this 3 a.m. bro. Yep, exceptional. So after this, right, we got a call to kind of save you guys the job of reading, right? I will just summarize it as two main things. Links doesn't give you enough damage, and Links doesn't give you enough ultimate. These are the two things, right? These are two things. So both of these points, there is actually a catch. Yep, there's actually a catch in which you can fix those two problems, and it allows Links to be a better set than Tidefall. So here's the thing, right? For the damage portion, of Links, this thing scales. It's like Smolder. It's like Nasus, right? It's like Vigor. This shit scales. So the more your intellect gets, the more it starts to scale. So this is gonna be primarily from your intellect boost from your signature weapon when this thing all the way goes up to level 9, which is going to be 156 intellect. Right now you only have 68, which is literally less than half, by the way. So it will start scaling up, right? And on top of that, you also have the risk, right? If you risk up Laevatain enough, you can actually get 10 intellect, 15 intellect, 15 intellect, and 20 intellect. So I'm missing 35 intellect right here. Only after, wait, not even only, and there's a third scaling, which is the artifice level. So for each individual piece, so for example, like let's just say for this piece, right? You can actually use artifice to make this stat go even higher. So this right now is artifice, basically like grand 0, right? So eventually when this reaches artifice 3, and you do this for all of your gears, which has intellect. So for example, this is intellect, right? If you do all the intellect stuff, the main stat bonus from Links will actually give you a higher attack. So by right, this number should not be lower. It actually becomes higher in the future. Yes, exactly, Ludofusion. You are literally too stupid. You are too dumb to use Links. That is essentially, you have failed the wit check, right? You cannot pass the wit check to actually run Links, at least at this portion of the game. So this reached to a very interesting phenomenon in which we know today, as you are literally having lower attack than compared to if you're running Tidefall. Alright? So that's question 1 settled. You are too dumb right now. very, very important thing for this is Arknights Endfield. Your progression for your units are actually is a lot slower compared to, let's just say, you want to max level a main stat, right? Because like, for example, if you're talking about like mainstream gacha games, if you wanted the maximum main stat, like attack 43.2%, right? Elemental damage bonus 30%, you just bring a gear from +0 to +15. Super easy, right? Very, very fast done. But for Endfield, you need to do this with risk. So this is by gifting your materials. You give them presents. You get this to eventually do the max. You need to do this for your weapon. So this little essence here, which is basically like the most insane amount of stamina thing they're gonna be able to do. And in the early game, nobody should be farming this right now unless you absolutely want to lock into a singular unit. Then by all means do so. And then on top of that, you need an artifice. So you have 3 different things to do in order to bring up your main stat, right? To bring up your attack to the highest, in this case, intellect. So by the time you are done with all those things, and keep in mind that my account, this account, Bobu, right? Bobu, this is an account belonging to a no-life streamer, MrPokke, who did not sleep for like 5 days straight, and we crank out all the way to the next day. So for most players, right, you are not even close to this progression anywhere near. So the chances are you are probably gonna be taking at least 1 month. At least 1 month to even maybe consider getting somewhere close, and maybe another month after that to bring this to +9, to bring your tracers to the max, and to bring all of your gears with links to Artifice 3. So that is gonna take a ridiculous fucking amount of time, right? Before you actually see that case from happening. So that is number 1. When links deals more damage is when you are smart enough. Is when you have developed your stats, develop them enough, right? So that's number 1. Number 2. Now this was an interesting thing, right? This was very, very interesting. So you know how I even have a notepad, by the way. So I did my math. Essentially, your Laevaitain's rotation right now suffers an issue from energy shortfall. You do not have enough energy, right? So you can just kindly read the numbers. Your out is 300 cost. Your 1 E skill plus 1 combo is always 1 E skill plus 1 combo is 131.5. Alright, times 2, 263. Right? Then you have, between this period of time, you are also using your teammate skills. So your Antau, right, your Wolf Guard, your fucking Arknights, all that. So as long as you use 4 skills, which would take you roughly 25 seconds, is another 26 energy. So 26 plus 263 is 289. You will essentially be short. You'll have this gap, this out gap, in which you cannot cast your ultimate under normal circumstances, which is gonna be seen from this right here, right? So this one image is a pretty good example. A screenshot. Okay. Wait. Actually, is this a good example? Okay, it is not exactly pinpoint accurate, but right now you can see that essentially you're not gonna get out that fast enough because you're missing that little bit of energy, right? You're missing that little bit of energy, but the fix for this energy shortfall is to squeeze in 1 more combo skill. Is you either squeeze in this 1 more combo skill, because combo skill cooldown for Laevatain is 10 seconds, which is really, really fast, or you get energy regeneration. Now, for the 99.999999% of most players who hasn't even gotten into Arknights Enfield's combat, because I'm pretty sure everybody right now is playing the story, right? You're playing the story, you're doing AIC. Yeah, like the least of your concern is probably Enfield's combat system. So I'm almost absolutely, unless you're a god gamer, there's no way you will actually think about this. But there's actually a fix in which you can get 1 free Laevatain ultimate. You can get a free Laevatain ultimate from simply this trick right here. And that is gonna be a really, really quick video, which is, so if I can kindly show you guys, this is done by professionals only. Do not attempt this at home. This is done by a professional only. So you can see over here, right? we are playing as per normal, right? We are playing as per normal. We're letting go of our skill, our wolf guard, all that. Very, very good. Our data combo skill comes in. Laevatain let go of the combo skill. All right, just nice 4 stacks. Let's go of our first enhanced skill. So this is normal. At this point of time, do you have any questions? Because this is like the most basic of all basic. If you do not understand it at this point of time right here, then we cannot proceed. We cannot proceed. You have to actually finish or at least get what I'm trying to say. No idea what's going on. Sparkle Blade. Okay, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Let me explain, right? Let me explain. Okay. Chat is a little bit sillier than I expected, but you know what? It's okay, guys, right? That's why you're watching MrPokke, to become less silly, right? Okay, so the very first thing you need to do, step 1. Arknights skill. This could be end out as well, by the way. This could be end out as well. Doesn't need this to be a Arknights. So if there's end out, if the end out here is probably better because it's single target, but I was using Arknights. So you use an Arknights skill, right? Boom. Arknights skill. That's 1 stack of flame infliction. Alright? That's 1 stack. Chat, do you see? Do you see this over here? 1 stack. Because you used a Arknights skill, which applies 1 stack. I see? Okay, so we understand this. Okay, we understand. Okay, so that's 1 stack. Now the second stack is Wolfguard's combo skill. Wolfguard's combo skill. So now that we let go of Wolfguard's combo skill, that's 2. That's 2 stacks, guys. Wow. So with 1 Arknights skill into a Wolfguard combo, that's 2 stacks, right? That's 2 stacks. And then after that, you are gonna let go of your Wolfguard skill again. Alright? You're gonna let go of your Wolfguard skill again to apply another stack over here. Now this one was a little bit sloppy. I should have waited a little bit before activating my Ardata combo. But essentially, that is a second, or rather the third stack. So that's 3, right? This is 3, right? I let go of my final attack on Laevatain a little bit early here. So it's a little bit of a mistake. I should have waited for this third stack to be applied, then attack. But you know what? Don't worry about it. But essentially, just 3. That's 3, right? So that was on Wolfguard skill, 3. Then now, my Ardelia is gonna let go of her combo because it finished up my Laevaitain's basic attack, which will always consume all flame inflictions. So that means that they have 0 flame infliction, which then triggers Ardelia's combo, right? Ardelia combo goes in, boom. This applies corrosion. And what do you do when you read the game? What do you do when you read the game? When you read the game, you can see, okay, you will get this combo skill from Laevatain if there is a corrosion applied to the enemy, which is exactly why we are running Ardelia here. So because of the corrosion, we will then unlock Laevaitain's combo skill, right? So at this particular point, I consumed my third stack, which should have been consumed just now. It was a bit of a mistake, but that's my third stack. So I consume my third stack and see my Melting Flame stack is going to be at 3 out of 4. Then I let go of my combo skill for the final stack, which brings me to 4 out of 4 stacks. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Do we understand this? Do we understand this? Do we understand this, guys? How am I? I'm fantastic. I need you guys to understand this, by the way, so that we can proceed. Otherwise, we can't even say hi to Daily Village. Do we understand? Why am I so good at the game? Thank you. Thank you. I see. Boba. I see. I do. Okay, so you get it. Okay, so we get it. Okay, fantastic. So now that my chat gets it, we'll now proceed on to the tech. This is the tech, the additional tip that you will apply in order to, in order to have your ultimate up even without any ultimate charges, because you get a free combo skill. So you have to understand everything at this point to understand how Laevaitain's combo works. Because this entire combo, you just Control C, Control V, do it again in the second time, right? You just do everything again. So now the tech is, you consume this, right? That's gonna be our energy right here. You can see that? That's gonna be our energy right there. So everything else, you just wait. You wait. You wait. And here it is. Notice how I did not spend a single skill point. I didn't do anything. I was just using my basic attacks and dodging all at the same time. Okay, actually I need to stop using window player because like the bar kind of triggers me. Let's use the best. Let's use a better platform. There we go. All right, VLC, my goat, right? So actually, then you can see the holding, right? Then you can see the holding, right? So blah 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 blah. Okay, So this was from the consumption. Okay. So at this point, you just wait. You wait. You do nothing. You wait. This is the tech. Now, majority of players right now, you will probably think to yourself, oh my god, the button is yellow. Me press button. Button yellow, me press button. That's level 1 player, right? That's the level 1 player. Level 2 player will be, oh, the button is yellow and my Wolf Guard has its combo skill backup. So me pressing button plus a combo skill backup of Wolf Guard is 2. So that's the level 2 players, right? You are already at more advanced than level 1 players, right? You want to wait for your Wolf Guard skill. Then this is the level 3. This is the tech. The tech is essentially you wait for this sheep woman. You wait for her combo skill. If you are really, really advanced, you could technically start your final chain right now to sync up your final attack exactly when Ardelia gets this off. But that's for like for the fakers of this game, right? So you don't have to worry about the faker right now. So now that you come in over here, I waited for everyone to be ready, right? So this is a little bit more easy to manage, but if you're really wanting the min-max, you could let go of this final attack literally like 1 second ago, right? You save 1 second, right? So now that I waited for everyone to be ready, this hit booms, and you can see it triggers everything. So the main thing over here is, because you waited for your Ardelia's combo skill, right? This will then allow you to trigger your Laevaitain's combo skill right here. So this Laevatain combo skill will give you the additional stack, but it is not the additional stack that we're looking for. It's the energy. Because one combo skill gives you 25 energy, right? Specifically for Laevatain, because she has the special trace, so her combo skill actually gives her 25 energy, right? So right now, we are just gonna wait a little bit more. We're gonna just wait a little bit more. All right, we're gonna get ourselves. Okay, this guy is just okay. He's just stalling because he's just flying all over the place. I'm missing that one final stack, right? I'm waiting to consume this one final stack of heat infliction. So this goes into my 4 cross over here. Now I let go of my EX, bringing my next hit to this point. So this is the shortfall, by the way. All right, this is the shortfall. So you are lacking that final bit of energy right here to get yourself the ultimate, which you can see from this, right? This is what you're missing. So how the hell do you get this, right? So the previous answer with Typhor is you run Typhor. You run Typhor, you get the ultimate energy regeneration. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, you get yourself 300 energy. At this particular point right now, you get out. But you can notice something over here, guys. You notice something over here. Hold up. Because I waited for my Ardelia just now, my combo skill is triggered again. This is actually my 3rd combo skill. Not my 2nd, because this was a free combo, right? This was attack, right? We used our free combo skill right here. So we already consumed our combo skill for free at this point. Then we push back our next combo skill right here. So after my enhanced skill, Laevatain can apply combustion by herself. Yes, you can actually take a look into the read over here. Let me just introduce you guys to the thing called reading. You can actually apply combustion for herself. So you don't even need to wait for Ardelia, which will finally then lead to our last combo skill. So once this pops, perfection. And that is how you actually get off 2, and because I only used 2, right? I only went through 2 entire rotation of this. But because of the additional combo skill, it fulfilled the gap that you would have otherwise missed if you did not run an ultimate gain efficiency piece. Which concludes this entire segment of the actual rotation if you want to play Laevatain, right? Is there any question right now? Is there any question right now? I hope that you guys are keeping up, by the way. Because if there's no questions, then I think we are going to shift this video. That's a really, really quick little video. It's too advanced. Okay, what do you not get, guys? What do you not get? What do you... Is Leviathan tier 0? Yes. Yes, it is tier 0. And notice how, right, I'm only doing this, and I'm not using any of my units' ultimate. I'm just chilling, right? I'm just chilling. None of these actually matters to me. And if you really wanted to min-max for like the highest possible amount of damage, you would go ahead and run Endal, because Endal single target is just way better. When do you have skill point for Ardelia skill? That is the neat part. You don't. You simply just don't, right? And I think that is actually a problem for the endgame min-maxers. You will run into situations where if you want to run Ardelia, you have very little opportunities to let go of your Ardelia skill, or rather to turn your corrosion into the art susceptibility, right? Except when you were to combine this with Arknights. Because Arknights' ultimate gives you free skill points. So only then and then, you will have this one extra skill point right here. So assuming you actually have Arknights out, it will land perfectly to give you the additional skill point, so you can then pop off your Ardelia skill alongside with Leviathan skill. So at this particular moment, you will apply your art susceptibility during the time in which Leviathan is in the ultimate. Before Leviathan actually reaches the ultimate, you never ever use Ardelia skill, because you only want to care about stack generation, right? So hope that helps. MrPokke, can you ask the dev to make the cooldown skill more visible? Okay, you know what they should do? They should do like whenever a combo skill lights up, they should have like the whoa. They should do a red circle, and then whoa, it's up. Whoa, it's up. So whenever this thing comes out, they'll have a little whoa emote, and then it'll have a red circle. Yep, they should do that. You're absolutely right. I will tell that to how many next time. Yep, exactly, FB. Exactly. Do that next time. Okay, so combo skill is the only one that, yes, you are essentially trying to squeeze out your third combo skill. Once you can do your third combo skill in the time in which it took you to do 2 enhanced skill, you would have gotten down this rotation. And this was done without Typhoon. So you actually can bypass the ultimate requirements needed for your Leviathan's 300 energy. MrPokke, this is too hard. Can I just get P5? Actually, you only need P4. Then you have the refund. Because, okay, all these, you know what's funny? Chat, do you know what's funny? The funny thing is, all these things that we are doing right now is to chase for the 11 energy. We are literally doing everything that we can, all these tags, all these rotations, to chase for the missing 11 energy. But you know what's the easiest way to fix this? Or P4. Out. Energy cost minus 15%. So, or the other alternative is that with a 15% ultimate refund, or rather the cost reduction, you only need 255. So would you rather do all that, or would you rather just spend money and get 255, guaranteeing you to have 2 enhanced skill rotations every single time? Oh, is that so? Okay, yep, this is actually the other fix. If you pull a P4, then you wouldn't really care about any of these things. You can just run whatever you want, and you will always... as a matter of fact, if you were to run a P4, you theoretically could... Okay, this is theoretical situation, right? You theoretically could try something like 133.5... 1 to 1.5 plus 26.5. Hold up. And plus, this is gonna be divided by 1 to 6, this is gonna be 193 point. Wait, actually 255. Hold up. 255 minus 20. Minus 6.5 minus 6.5. This is 242. So 242 divided by 131.5. Okay. Something very interesting. Okay, I probably need to buy a new calculator, but I'm too broke. Something very, very interesting right here. If you really, really wanted to, I'm not too sure if this is actually a viable thing. If you can stack on 84% energy regeneration, right? If you can stack on 84% energy, this is only for P4 mains, right? If you have a P4 Leviathan, you could theoretically get a 1 enhanced skill combo. So how do I get this number? 255 minus the 2 skills you will be casting from your teammates, because you'll cast 2 skills always, right? So that is gonna be 6.5 minus 6.5, which is gonna bring you to 242, right? So you 242 divided by 131.5. So this is your Laevatain, right? This is your Leviathan's personal combo. It will then give you the 84%, right? Or 1.84, right? So if you can somehow hit this energy regeneration, you don't even need the second skill. You don't even need it. You just need to use this one skill for P4 Laevatain mains to let go of almost 100% out time if you want to go by that route. You want to go by that route, right? So I think with that, we are going to come to the end of this very, very quick little video. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I forgot to press record. Okay, wait. Before I bounce, keep rolling. I might as well just do a live demonstration right here, right? As Professor Pokke's... Wait. Let me put on my plus 50 intellect glasses. Yes. Okay, so we want to take this away. Slap this on here. Slap this on here. Now, whatever this is right now, you also just shouldn't run this. Because you're literally having low attack. Right? No point running your Link set right now. Only for the late game. Only when your intellect actually becomes way, way, way higher from your weapons as well as your artificers going to +3, then you run this. This is for the future, right? But whether or not you run this now or in the future, it doesn't matter, because the important thing I want to show you guys is the rotation, right? This guy is going to be for the rotation. So hopefully I successfully clear this on my very first try. Otherwise, I'll be incredibly fucking embarrassed. And then I'll just go birth with explode, right? Okay, so 0 energy on Laevatain. We do not have any ultimate regeneration. I will not use Arknights ultimate. I will not use Wolfguard. I will not just pretend all these are 0 energy, right? So we'll just purely go ahead with our normal skills and combos, right? Go. Alright. Jumps. Dodge. Arknights skill. Wolfguard combo skill. Wolfguard skill. Get this. Okay, so that's gonna be our first 4 stacks. Okay, then we let go of a combo. Dodge. Now we just wait, right? Now we just wait. We just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. You do not spend... Okay, wait. I'm supposed to let... Okay, chat. I pressed the wrong button, guys. You're supposed to let go of your Laevatain skill right there. But unfortunately, my fat ass fucking fingers pressed 2 instead of 1. So unfortunately, that didn't really work out well. Okay, yo. I'm not even using my controller, chat. Right? I'm not even in my main element right now. Right? I'm not even... Okay, yo. Adder, crop all this power. Last try. If I don't get this... Okay, Adder, you know what? If this doesn't work out right now, then just pretend I never bought it. Right? So, and I want to do it anybody. Okay. 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 Skill. Okay. Then we Laevatain combo. Okay. Dodge. And then we let go of this. Okay, that's our first ultimate. Alright, now we just wait. We wait. And we wait. And we wait. And we wait. Dodge that. Okay, Wolfguard is up. Okay. And then we are gonna get our 2 stacks of flame over there. Trigger my Ardelia. This is gonna be a combo over here. I am a fucking dumbass. Because I... Okay, I'm a fucking dumbass. Okay, let me just get this. Okay, it's still fine. Okay, by the way, it's still fine. So now we get this. Let go of this. Okay, I let go of that too early. I'm not sure if y'all know what my mistake was. I let go of my Laevatain skill too early. Because the combo skill cooldown is not up yet. Alright, look at it. My combo skill cooldown is not up yet. And I'm missing that little bit of energy, right? So right now, by right, I'm just gonna let go of Wolfguard. I will get 1 combo skill, which gives him out, right? So okay, it was like 95% there, right? It was 95. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm intentionally doing these mistakes to show what you guys should not do. What you guys should not do, right? If you let go of your Laevatain skill too early just now, that is what would have happened if you do it the wrong way. Now I will show the right way, right? Now I will show the right way, right? Okay, no more resets. This is the actual right way. This is the actual right way, right? This is the actual right way. All right, this is the actual right way. All right, boom, boom. All right, boom. All right, this is it though. All right, this is it. On Genshin Guys Live, this is it. All right, on Genshin Guys Live. Okay.
You're intentionally failing because you want to give 50 subs to the community.
Nah, bro, it's like I'm just chilling. Okay, just chill. All right, beautiful dodge right there. Okay. Okay, then we're just gonna get that, and then we're gonna get that. Okay, and then we're just gonna get that. Okay, with this, me and my Okay, Laevatain combo skill goes in. Okay, now we just chill. Alright, now we just chill. Okay, at this point, you do nothing. But wait, you do not let go of this. You're waiting for a combo skill. You wait. Now you have a combo skill. Then you let go of your EX basic, EX skill. And you let go of the combo. And you get the ultimate right here from Professor Pokke. And with that, we're going to come to the end of today's video. Smash that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time for more Arknights and comedy. Alright, bye-bye.